John chapter 3 verse 6, it says, "That which is born of the flesh is flesh, and that which is born of the Spirit is spirit." The Bible talks a lot about a new birth that takes place when a person puts their faith in Jesus. This metaphor is used to convey a spiritual lesson that we are very familiar with and what we see happen in the physical world. A baby is born, and this baby will have the features of his or her parents and will grow in the likeness of them. Similarly, a person that's born of the Spirit will resemble the Spirit of God and will take on more and more of His attributes and characteristics and patterns of behavior as we grow in the likeness of God. This is what it says in Romans chapter 8 verse 29, "Those whom God foreknew, He also predestined to be conformed to the image of His Son." Now this is important because people try to become this image of God and to know God and to connect with God or have a relationship with God through various means and methods. Some use a religious moral code, some turn to intellect or logic, and there are others who try to connect with nature or have emotional experiences. But none of these things can bring us closer to the God of the Bible because He cannot be known through a moral or an ethical code. He also cannot be known through an emotional experience or through logic and intellect. Not that these things are wrong or bad, but this is not how God can be found. That which is of the flesh is flesh, and that which is born of the Spirit is spirit. And if God is spirit and should be worshipped in spirit and in truth, like it says in John chapter 4, we then first should be born of the Spirit. We simply do not have the capability to fellowship with God in our flesh, but we need to be born of the Spirit. It says in Romans chapter 8 verse 16, "The Spirit Himself bears witness with our spirit that we are children of God." How have you been trying to connect with God? Have you been using the ways of the world, or are you letting the Spirit of God change and influence you and bear witness that you are a child of God?